Hey world, this is Clarence K. Johnson with Genderswag, and Genderswag is Love Beyond Labels. So I'm here today with my mascot, House, and we are in downtown Brooklyn enjoying this beautiful, somewhat sunny day, celebrating the 4th of July. Look, Genderswag is Love Beyond Labels, so let's talk real quick about what the 4th of July is in 2024. We all know the history behind the Declaration of Independence and the men who signed that document. It's interesting to see that back then when it was signed, they were privileged white men who were slave owners. And so even though that document is very powerful and should be liberal in regards to protecting human rights, a lot of the forefathers of the country, government speaking, were slave owners, white privileged men. In 2024, I don't see much of a difference with our government leadership. We have a few people of color. We just had a back-to-back person of color who did a really good job towards the end, in my opinion, and that was historic, but it took how long for that to happen? Let's talk about the GOP in regards to human rights. We've already seen what they want to do. I think there's a Project 2025 that needs to be looked into. These guys are all about taking away basic rights from a large majority of the American people. They have already put women back over 100 years with the abortion issue. And then, of course, we know for a fact that they are going to try to annihilate any rights for LGBTQ people. And so that is a fact. I personally am perplexed as to how black people, after Donald Trump during his presidency, instigated and spiked a rise in police-related hate crime across the nation. He made comments about, he was okay with bumping people's heads that were being arrested. And we know he meant people of color. And he did a lot of awful things. The Mexicans, I cannot understand why Mexican people, after Donald Trump called Mexicans, both American Mexicans or Mexican Americans, and of course, Mexicans in Mexico trying to go across the border, rapists, blah, blah, blah. Just like he's doing now, he did that. The wall, the wall, the wall, the wall, the wall is all we heard about during his campaign. And I see bumper stickers everywhere from the Mexican community pledging their allegiance with Trump. It doesn't make sense. Black folk, it doesn't make sense. And there are some LGBTQ people who are also committing to voting for Donald Trump. It doesn't make sense. If he had the authority as a dictator to rally all LGBTQ people up and put us in concentration camps, best believe he would do it, and without hesitation. This is how serious this election is. I'm not happy at 100% with the Democrats. They have been a huge letdown in a lot of areas. I do believe Biden should officially get treatment. And I think he's past his prime for the presidency. But let's get a Democrat in there and then make those changes. That makes more sense to me. So anyway, this is Clarence K. Johnson. Genderswag is Love Beyond Labels. If you like this video, just leave a like or comment underneath. I would appreciate that. And support our mission. We're using music and art therapy, pet magic, related literature, and of course, non-traditional faith-based fellowship in support of suicide prevention and addiction recovery. Take care.